All right, in this question, we see that x, y, z is negative, x is greater than y, z times by x squared is positive. In this case, if you look at the first condition here, these three numbers has to be either all negative, because negative times negative is negative, or you may have a negative and positive and positive. So one of them is negative and the rest are positive. If you have two negatives, so this is three negatives and one negative, and if you have two negatives, then the result, the outcome, will be positive. So it's either this case or this case. We see that x is greater than y, so it could be that x is positive and y could be positive, and x is positive and negative, or it could be negative and negative, because it could be positive 3, positive 2, or positive 2, and like negative 2 could be, negative 1 and negative 3. Okay, so it could be all of these cases. We can't make any solid conclusion out of this. We see that z times x squared is positive. Yeah, so this line gives you the greatest clue for this question. So we see that x squared is always positive because square of any number is positive, and positive number times z is positive. So therefore, that tells us that z is a positive number. Okay, so that z is a positive number. And if you look at quantity b here, we see that yz, whatever that is, that squared times by z. But square of any number is positive, so this part is positive, times by this is a positive number, so therefore quantity b must be a positive number. If z is a positive number, then this tells us that this z is of course positive. If z is a positive number, then this rules out this all negative case. That's ruled out. Okay, so it must be that z is a positive number. That's taken by z. And x, y should be positive and negative respectively, because x is greater than y. It's basically this case here, because that's x and y. And because x is greater than y, the positive number must be taken by x and the negative number must be taken by y. So we know that x is a positive number and y is a negative number. So what is a positive number times by negative number? This is a negative number. But without even figuring out whether x is positive or negative and whether y is positive or negative, you can still solve this problem just by looking at this top line here. Z is a positive number, therefore xy must be a negative number, because positive times negative is negative. So that's negative. B is positive, so therefore quantity B is always greater than quantity A. So the answer is B.